So I was here last year at this time, and this little basin was dry, this little pond area. So different season this year. So here's one of the first views. Here's Pamola. The Dudley Trail goes right up the right hand side of that, some trees in the way. Knife edge and the top of the mountain. Still a half mile to Chimney Pond or so. So we're here at Chimney Pond, one of the most beautiful places in the world.
Especially when you're at the peak when it starts and you gotta go down.
We got a chance of thunder showers this afternoon, may cut the trip short. This is the beginning of the Dudley Trail, and this is very steeply up, so you gain some elevation. That's the beginning of the Dudley Trail. Here we go. Oh, little rabbit. You believe it? Here, hare. So we're going through the woods here. Looks like we're coming to a rock slide to climb pretty soon. Do a little boulder. So this reminds me a lot of the beginning of the Cathedral Trail. Well, sticks are gone away. So the trail goes right up through here and up there. Always have 3 points. That way you slip, you don't lose it. Getting some elevation already here. And we went up a little bit, and we're still going up, but we're turning to the left here. I feel like this is a huge talus slope coming off the cliffs here. I could be wrong, could be glacial, but the rock all looks the same. And we'll get above this at some point and start going up through the ledges or around them. We got about 2,000 vertical to go from Chimney Pond to the top of Pamola, versus on the Cathedral Trail about 2,500. So this is relatively a piece of cake. This is definitely not pole country. You might want gloves, but you're on all fours. And we're going up again. There's a light rain coming down. Nice and cool. Not an ideal day for views, but so we are heading back to the east. We're left on the face. Oh. Little sign here for the Pamola Caves. Definitely not going over there today. So here's what it looks like right now, looking down at Chimney Pond. I'm at the cutoff to the Pamola Caves. Definitely not going over there today. Top of the mountain's there. Top of the saddle trail is right there. Big slide next to the little bump right in the middle of the saddle. Weather report, it's already overcast and there's light rain and it's getting towards 8:30. So today might not be a summit day. Today might be a go to Pamola, go through the chimney, go along the knife edge a little way and then come back. We'll see. I really don't like the idea of being on ledges when they're wet. There's the North Basin and Hamlin Ridge, Hamlin Peak. But today was the best day that we could get out of the 2 days, so we'll do what we can with it. And it's always wonderful just to be at Baxter State Park and camp here and hike through the woods. Come down the trail. That's not the trail, that's a waterfall. So come this way. But we're going up. So we keep going up and then we keep taking turns to the left or east. So I think that I was correct about skirting the east end of the cliffs. Yeah, keep going that way. When you get to a place like this, always follow the markers because they'll tell you the easiest way, unless you like a little more adventure. A lot of holds and steps right up through here. I do like trails like this for gaining a lot of altitude in a hurry. Feels like we're already almost 500 feet above Chimney Pond. If I compare right now to the Cathedral Trail, we are still a bit below the first cathedral, but that's well up there. It's like 1,000 feet above the lake almost, the pond. So we go straight up the mountain again, and to the left again. And you get to a place like this. Could table up on that if you're really good at it. I'm going to take smaller steps. Like right here. And here. So I just saw a shortcut coming down just back about 30 feet there. And I'll show it to you from the top. The trail goes up around this way. So some people have cut right down through and it works, but it just causes more degradation, so please don't do that. So the rain's getting steadier, the rocks have great surface texture and there's not a lot of dirt on them, so they're not particularly slippery. But I might be kind of wet by the time I get to the top of Pamola, we'll have to see. Not really excited about going through the chimney when the rocks are wet either. Okay, climbing right up through again, good holds. So this part right here is almost a scramble, using hands and feet. Your rate is how many good holds you can find. Now we are going up through some smaller boulders and I feel like we're above the cliffs now, so I think we're going to relatively level out and go on a regular pace to the top after this, but we'll find out. Don't rest until you're stable. Okay, going up through some a little bit bigger boulders here. Just take a good hold wherever you get it. Under, sideways, over, around, whatever it takes. Push against something. I get a little daylight up here. And again, you can table or go up around the side here in this jumble. A lot of holds here. Something high like that, yep. A little look off right here. There's one great thing about taking different trails and hiking different mountains, and that is that you always get different views. There's the top of the mountain. There's the cathedral trail. First cathedral is right there. And that's the one that takes a while to get to. It's up there, and then the second one is just a little further along, and the third one again. So first one really looms above you magnificently from Chimney Pond. Over here we have Hamlin Peak. As you can see, the clouds are getting lower and lower. The air is cooler. There's Hamlin Peak. One of these days I will take the Hamlin Ridge Trail, which goes right along the top of the ridge. Have a good supply of water. I don't believe you're going to see any for quite a while there. And right down to one of the cutoff trails that goes over there. We can see the Chimney Pond encampments. The pond is around the corner behind these boulders. over here is that, what was a dry pond before, at least I think so. I think I saw the right hand or east end of it there that I filmed. And then the basin ponds down here. They're very pretty, nice, cool, clear water. Over here is South Turner Mountain, not that far away, but not that clear today. So that's all you can see today. So my plans have most likely changed. I think I'll go to the top of Pamola, see if I can see anything on the knife edge, and then head down Helon Taylor and just call it a good day. And then I'm on, looks like a few hundred yards, and then I think we get to the more exposed, the open area. So it's a pretty amazing scramble up through here. Probably be a little easier to go down this, but we're going up. We hope no lightning comes around to turn us around. Okay, after a little consultation, there was some thunder in the distance, but a gentleman just told me he had seen the radar. Some things north of us, things seem to be clearing off a little bit. So my original plan was to go up the Dudley Trail. I'm going to complete that, go to Pamola, and then head down. So continuing up through boulders here, just find the good holds. Step on the rocks, make your own trail. A lot of upper body work here too. A lot of elevation in a hurry. Okay, nearly at the top of the scramble on the Dudley Trail. There's one of the basin ponds again. North Basin. Clouds tickling the top. Looking down. Can't quite see Chimney Pond, it's right behind this rock here. But there are the campsites, bunkhouses and so forth, at Chimney Pond. And at the same spot, here's a shot of all the clouds right now. Not going to be a great day to go across the knife edge. I'll wait for another day to go for my third time. Got a little undercast down here. Okay, definitely getting out of the trees here. Sign about alpine vegetation. Very important. And up we go through the blueberries, the low bushes. Especially on a wet day, the trees are my friends. Big time. Kind of in a little wood section here. The trees are your friends. Some fascinating rocks here. Another little problem to solve. Another interesting formation, but looks like there's a lot more to it. to get a hold on. Yeah. Getting a little trickier, it's wet. Be careful. Still waiting for the easy walking part. Had a couple of scrambles up through the boulders here. Had to figure things out. Leveling a bit here, we'll see. Got some cairns here. Heading up. A little further up. This whole trail has been a scramble so far, just about. Especially when it's wet. Not recommended in wet. And we're just about up at the first cathedral, looks like. Some more things to figure out here. Probably more than one. Critical foot placement every time. So to get up this little one, I just did a reverse sit. Jumped up and landed on my butt. Why not? That is easy compared to a lot of things. And right up through there. One slipped, but the other one didn't, thank God. And up we go some more. Push against that, lean over here. Oh, well, the trail goes over there. Let's take another look. Oh yeah, that looks easier. Get led astray. Go where the blue marks say to go. So it really looks like this scramble goes almost all the way to the top. I didn't realize that. But that's okay. This is my workout for today. Try to get a good video of this trail anyway. And this boulder is not slanting towards me. There's a good hold up in the crack. My boot right in there. And actually, like this. Getting good stretching exercises here too. So you can go right up over the top of that. If I had a little more energy right now I might, but when in doubt, take the low road. Sometimes it's quite a bit simpler. here. Don't send any boulders bigger than cars my way, okay? Oh, yeah? Well, the weather's getting worse. I've just been told that I just get over this little part here and it evens out, and then I can make better time. Got some more rain coming in. Hopefully no thunder and lightning. I haven't heard any thunder. It's supposed to be later this afternoon. It's only 10 o'clock. But gotta make it alive through this part first. So let's go. Let's go carefully. So a little bit more scramble up through here. We're getting there. Here to tell you though, I have gone up the Huntington Ravine Trail. I did the Cathedral Trail last year. It may be because this is wet, but this is definitely the most difficult trail that I have ever been on, bar none. So it definitely looks like it's leveling out in 30, 40 yards here. Still got a little scrambling to do before that though. Still taking care. See, if I were a rock monkey, I would just go right over through here like this, but I'm not. I feel like I'm riding a lot of these rocks. All right. Over to this. There. Now we've got a little staircase. And it's getting easier, I think. Okay, well, still going up the boulders here. Find the trail, yeah, it's right ahead of me. Finding there are some alternate routes that are a bit easier sometimes, though. Don't stray too far off the path. Yeah, like here, for instance. I don't know. Yeah, full-fledged rain coming down now. Everything's wet. Better make sure I'm using flat surfaces here, except when they're a little bit slanted only. All right, it's like progress. Keep going. Don't need to spend much time on top. And there's Pamola. Probably not the very top, but getting there. Got some competing trail markers here. Got some blue and an old white. Stay on the rocks here. This looks pretty good, actually. Guess they wanted some more challenge or something. And heading up another little scramble here. Hopefully the summit is not too far away. Alright, the trail does not go up through here. So back around the corner here. Yeah, quite a bit easier. Compared to what we've been doing, this is flat. Okay, here's a little panorama here. And another panorama. So now we seem to be heading up, I think, one last pitch. Not sure, but we'll see. Again, if you go on a slightly alternate route, don't step on the plants. Just stay on the rocks. There's Hamlin. There's the Cathedral Trail, that ridge. Top of the mountain, just a little bit of cloud on it. You can see the knife edge. I can actually see people on the knife edge. It's still not enticing me to go there today, though. And here's something I haven't noticed before. These strata or almost horizontal lines in the rock. Pretty cool. So at this point I can look over at Hamlin and realize that I'm only at like 4,200 feet. I got like 700 vertical to go. So at this point I just have to put my head down and say, you know, one foot in front of the other, and when there is no more up, I'll be at the top. So this is what I'm looking up at. That is not 700 vertical feet, so there's got to be more after that. So a little above that, and we're looking down at Chimney Pond over a lot of rocks. Buildings look very small. Looks like people have taken multiple routes here. The guidebook says stay close to the edge, but the trail marks go right up through. Sure, the trail person is having a little fun. You can go through that little cave there, but you can also just go right over the rock right there. There's the old trail over here, I think. And the trail goes right in between here. Careful not to hit your head on this rock. propelling yourself forward with your hands, always make sure you know where you are headed. Cool, look at this. It's always nice to stop and see the features along the way here. That goes right down through. Nice. So we're here near the top of the ridge. That may be the index rock, the pointed one behind. The sun's actually coming out, although it's raining. Top of Pamola is just up over the top there. I don't believe that's it right there. All the way over to the saddle, and it's looking very majestic. And the North Ridge. And from here, looking down the trail, came right over that little bump, and there was a lot before that. So we'll keep on heading up. So through here, to the right of the index rock. First you crawl and then you walk. Pretty cool. Over through the saddle, see North Brother and South Brother and Co. This is a magnificent place. Okay, now we turn slightly to the left and go up through here. Just look at the colors up through here. The rain helps that, of course. All the greens, and the rock is red. Green lichens on the red rock. Blue blazes. Pretty nice. So right in this area there aren't as many blazes, but they're up on top of that rock right there, so you go right up through the middle here. The old trail appears to go on the right side here. Still scrambling up through. There's Chimney Pond. Up a little further, it's getting sunnier out. So maybe we have a little break before we get the thunderstorms later. Still a lot of humidity. Look at all the undercast and clouds. Now it's pretty beautiful though. Okay, so I see a pitch of a couple hundred yards. I think we're getting very near the top, at the top of that. And this is what you hope for when you come up on the mountain. A little bit more extended view, dramatic clouds. So in this area, you just kind of pick your way up through here, through the cairns. You can see some places where a lot more people have gone, but there's still a lot of lichens on a lot of the rocks too. So just choose the route you want, stay off the plants. One thing that's become quite clear to me, of course, is that this trail doesn't get nearly the use that the saddle trail does. And maybe not even the cathedral trail, although I have seen a fair number of people on this today. We're in a field of small boulders or small to mid-sized rocks. Lifetime supply here also. So I'm seeing a little sign up here, and since there are only two other trails coming in, they're at the top of the mountain. They must be at the top of the mountain. Well, I'll be dosh darned. Yeah, this is how I've looked at before. It's really never level. Starts right down from here. This is the top of Pamola. Cool. Only took a very long time to get here today. So now I can say that I have climbed Katahdin today with an asterisk. This is not its own mountain, so it's a minor summit of Katahdin, but I'll take that for today. Knife edge looks pretty cool right now. All right, well, the weather's iffy enough that I'm not going to go across the knife edge today. I'm going to come up Helon Taylor and go across on a day that is 0% chance of precipitation, 100% visibility, to go one more time. So from Keep Ridge and the Helon Taylor Trail, there's the ridge that the Dudley Trail goes up. Goes up steadily and mercilessly pretty much, and that's only the beginning of it right there.